Vesko, good evening. First of all, Vesko, your team Rabat has been relegated last season from Division 1. Now you're playing not bad, you're with the top teams, but are you happy with the performances of late?
So far, I must say, I have to consider it good because up to now, being second on the table, I think it's quite good. I must say, there is still a big chance for improvement. That's obviously considering that after last year that they got relegated, now to get it again morale back and to make it team work how should be. Obviously, it wasn't easy task, but I think they're on the right road.
What do you think this team needs? Everyone knows that this team had its glorious years as well, but last season and even the seasons before they were struggling. Now to get back to the first division, I think that is your aim to go back to the first division. What does the team need?
I think it was how a situation previous, I believe, 2-3 years at least. Even though I was following quite a bit, considering that I used to play for Rabat too, it always remains Rabat sort of in my heart too. The reason was, I believe, there was lost lot of discipline, which was then causing a lot of problems and. One thing when you lose the discipline in the team is not only performing on the pitch, it is out of the pitch and whatever it is. The only positive things I think that these are all boys from Rabat. They have I think they have I would consider good knowledge of football too, and I think, in my opinion, they deserve definitely to be at least first division team. But it's not always what you pretend. It's obviously in the pitch. You have to show that you deserve to be over there. I think that considering the previous 2-3 years, I think that we are on the right track to go back. But obviously there is a lot of work that have to be done, a lot of things that have to be changed. And the most important thing is that boys are willing to do it, and hopefully that in the end of the year we will manage. But again, I said only time will tell.
Is the squad different from last season? Have you got new faces?
There are about 3-4 new faces this year, but the majority of the team remain from Rabat, with the difference also that we enter another 2-3 youth players too, which are training and playing with the senior team too. Much more work, much harder, much more demanding. Luckily, boys are responding very well. The talent is there, but as I always used to say, I mean, to the boys, this is a Premier Team club. There is a history behind, and they have to be responsible, and they have to know these things too. That is something when you come to play over here, they have to know, they have certain responsibilities to show, even for the people and for the Rabat as a place and everything. They have to reach certain level to come and play here.
What about the standard of second division football? What do you think?
This year, surprisingly, I must say, up to now, all these 8-9 games that were played, I would say it's a very, very equal. The first 6 teams, then you have a 16. They are a little bit less than the first 6 teams, but it's going to be it will be very opportunity to say that that is going to be easy or is going to be difficult. I must say that I believe that till last couple of matches is going to be very difficult to say who is going to get promoted and who is going to be get relegated, because it seems that everybody did certain improvement, everybody got some players too, and the fact that 6 teams are for now challenging for the top place, it means that level increase and it's much better than it was last year.
Yes, last year perhaps it was more easy for the teams who got promoted than this year. This year there are some teams who are doing some surprises as well, like Mjar, which they're one of the surprise thing, and even Biss are a surprise team. What do you think?
Yes, definitely. I mean, but if you see whole picture of it, Biss team also who play for quite a long time together with the same coach. And Jar is also team which last couple of years they've been playing all together with some touches in the team, but more or less they are the same players. They create a good atmosphere, which is nowadays it's very important to create a good relation between the players together with the coach, and then you start moving on. They are surprised, but to be honest, for me, not that much, because I was expecting they are going to do it. And that is a proof what is happening this year.
Something about yourself, Vesko Petrovic. You've been in Malta for quite
25 years.
And what do you think were your most glorious years here?
If you see it all, the most time I spent over here, it was with Rabat, obviously. Then there used to be 2 years with St. Patrick's. All those years, I'm saying that we got promotion to Premier. Most of the times I spent with Rabat. It was in Premier too. Then there was one spell with Valletta. There was 1 year in Dingley. There was 1 year in Gozo too with Shara United. There was a bit of everything, and that's I said when I came this year to coach over here. It was in a certain way like going back home after a long time as a player. Then now finally it comes as a coach too.
And as you said before, this Rabat, they are a Premier side, but I think it's also everywhere, not just in Malta. Money is the financial part of it is money. Money, you need money to go up, as many teams do. What about Rabat? Financial situation, I think they lacked a bit last few seasons.
Yes, that's very true what you said. That is for every team. That is not only nothing new, even for Rabat too. Probably they were struggling last couple of seasons, and that show. And that is, I believe, that was also reason of relegation and the problems. But this year we approach with a different strategy. What I like, I mean, the committee is mixture of young and some experienced members too, and we are making, I think, up to now a right job. Let's put it that way, because it's not easy nowadays to find the right sponsor who will finance to get good players, which cost you obviously. That is one of the biggest problems, I think, in Malta too, with every club, not only with Rabat. But I think that this year, I think that we are on the right way. That we are combining financially with a lot of motivation of the committee, which are willing to do it too. And I think that we find a right way between the committee, coaches, and the players.
Rabat, 2 questions, the last 2 questions in one, because time is running out. Rabat are renowned for having good players, like Carmel Buzutil in the 80s, and they already get good players, good young players. And what about the game you've got against Santa Vera on Sunday?
Rabat is always known. It's not only, I mean, because people always associate first things Rabat with Carmel Buzutil, Silvio Vela. There were a lot of players who used to be with the national team. It used to always be Premier side, and that's up to date. Rabat always get a from every generation they come one or two good young promising players too, and that is maybe of the good things that Rabat keep in a certain level. Considering what we have now, I mean, because you asked me even for the next match against Santa Venera, these are the matches now. They are coming all difficult matches. Notwithstanding, look on the table. I don't look, to be honest. The least things I'm looking is on the table, because it's a matter of the day how you are going to come, how to approach the game, and depend of the day how players are. And there is no, for up to now, there is no easy games, because how you win against strong ones or the last on the table, it can get surprised very easy. And that is probably one of my mottos that I'm telling the players all the time. I don't want to get relaxed with nobody. That is the only way how you can do a good job, and I believe in that, because the moment you get relaxed a little bit, then you easily get surprised too.
Vesko, thanks a lot for your interview. Thank you. Wara li fl-ewwel parti tal-programm tkellimna mal-coach Vesko Petrovic, issa fit-tieni parti għandna lill-captain tat-tim ta' Rabat lil Dylan Falzon. Dylan, l-istaġun sissa kuntent b'dak li akkwistajtu?
Naħseb kien staġun pożittiv għalina fil-bidu tiegħu. Aħna t-triq tagħna qabel bil-staġun, onestament, jekk mhux tal-klabb tiegħi personali, kien li ovvjament kien sabaw kemm nistgħu kmina malajr. Però kif ġew il-lob, il-coach ġiet li kellna Vesko mill-ewwel daħħal mentalità rebbieħa fil-klabb mill-bidu mill-friendlies, u t-tir tiegħu mill-ewwel kien ovvjament li s-salva kmieni kemm tista', però ovvjament li niċċelenġaw biex nitilgħu. U kif qed juru bħalissa naħseb għandna nkunu wieħed minn dawk it-timiet għal kemm hemm ħafna, bħalissa hemm xi sitta kollha f'ġiex ponti. Imma naħseb aħna għandna wieħed mill-aħjar timiet jekk nibqgħu nagħmlu l-futbol u nibqgħu tim wieħed ma' qogħdin naħseb nistgħu nagħtu challenge sal-aħħar.
Qed li l-ewwel tir tagħhom kien li tibqgħu fid-diviżjoni. Ma tim bħal Rabat, naħseb tim bħal Rabat jixraqlu tim anki bl-istorja glorjuża, Premier, rebaħ il-lig għal darba tnej.
Ekku, li qed tgħid intu huwa minnu. U dik hija l-mentalità li l-coach ġiet qed jipprovdi daħlilna. Però qed ngħid hekk issa jien ilhom mar-Rabat u wara li labna sentej Premier u 3 snin first ħafna mill-clubs, mhux ħafna timijiet li jkunu telgħu minn diviżjonijiet inferjuri baqgħu tilien sa Premier, ħafna minnhom meta jaqgħu lura jistgħu jispiċċaw tierd. Forsi problemi finanzjarji, però minn din naħa aħna l-klabb tar-Rabat kellna għandna vantaġġ li wieħed miftit timijiet ta' Malta li għandna ħafna players tal-klabb, ħafna minnhom rabtin. U dik kienet biex meta wara prejna għamilna 3 snin first ma kinux faċli. Però salvajna u slaqajna second, xogħol taqbajna flok qed niġġieldu biex ma naqgħux qed niġġieldu biex nidu promotion. Fl-opinjoni tiegħi din kienet possibbli għax għandna skwadra ħafna minnha kif qedlek players tal-klabb u għalkemm is-sena oħra nixtieq ngħid li telquna 5 pedin importanti mit-tim li kien fil-first kollha players tal-klabb, però dissa il-kumitat mal-coach ħadmu bil-għaqal, ġabru replacements validi ħafna tagħhom u bekk qed nagħtu challenge tajba u kif qed inti nisperaw li nkunu jekk mhux Premier fil-viċini ma' first naħseb jixilna.
L-istaġun li għadda kienet problema kważi mill-bidu sal-aħħar. X'ġara?
Kif qed ngħidlek ejja nkunu onesti li il-first huwa superjur mis-second. Jiġifieri tgħidli vera wajna diviżjoni, però l-livell ukoll naqas fis-second. Però kif qedlek bl-akkwist li għamilna u l-coach ġdid raġġejna ħafna bħala anke setup tat-tim. Is-sena oħra mhux is-sena oħra biss, 3 snin li għamilna first wara Premier kollha kienu diffiċli. Aħna mhux bħal timijiet oħra m'għandha xi investiment kbir. Hawnhekk kif qed ngħidlek il-bażi tagħna tkun il-players tal-klabb, forsi xi barrani jew 2 li fil-first ukoll kellna wieħed fejn timijiet oħra jkollhom 3 fil-ground. Minn kienu 3 reserves barranin, 6 ġifieri jaqlek barrani, daħħalek barrani. Aħna ma stajniex nikkompetu ma' dawk it-timijiet Għamla sentejn kompetejna u salvajna, barrani wieħed u players ta' klab, però l-first baqa jitqal sena wara sena, u s-sena wara kienet waħda diffiċli u naħseb swietni li waqajna second, għax hekk rġajna bdejna tim mill-ġdid, coach ġdid, u nistgħu issa nħarsu l-qudiem għas-snin li ġejjin.
Xi tgħidli fuq iż-żgħażagħ, intu wieħed mill-veterani, ma fuq iż-żgħażagħ li għandkom fil-klabb, il-futur tagħhom.
Kif għetlek aħna wieħed mifti t-timiet hawn Malta, mal-Melita, San Ġwanna u timiet oħra mhux mhux ma ninsa l-ħadd, però aħna minn dejjem kien is-saħħa tagħna. Aħna kif għetlek ir-rabat qatt ma kellu dik is-saħħa finanzjarja li ġib barranin, anke meta kuna Premier, vera kien 5 barranin, però 5 ma kellix 6 u 7. Xorta meta tlejna Premier, xorta ħafna mill-bażi kienet players tar-rabat. Ġifieri minn dejjem kellna bażi soda. Din tiswa wkoll bis-saħħa tan-nursery ovvjament. In-nursery talla t-tfal, però jiena li ma rabat biss labt, bdejt minn mindu kelli 18, bdejt minn tierd magħhom. U f'daw it-tul ta' snin dejjem nista' ngħid labt ma' players tajbin u bis-saħħa hekk dejjem kompetejna f'livelli superjuri. Għalkemm dis-sena din second, però kif qed ngħidlek qed nerġgħu nikkompjetu biex jekk Alla jrid intallaw ir-rabat fejn jixraqlu.
Kif inhi l-bażi hawnhekk biex fissem nursery hawn konkurrenza biżżejjed?
Għandna nursery bla ma nafx kemm hawn tfal. Però naħa tar-rabat hawn ground wieħed mill-aħjar li hawn naħseb. Ovvjament dik hija bażi biex ikollok nursery tajba. Jekk ikollok ammont kbir ta' tfal ground kbir biex jista' jinqasam. Kulħadd ikollu fejn train jaħew naħseb hawn nursery waħda mill-aħjar li hawn.
Il-partit li labtu s'issa, x'laqtek, x'kien fuq il-partiti ġifieri li ma kienet l-aktar logħba li batejtu, forsi l-aktar logħba li ma sibtux daqshekk diffikultuża?
Kif qed ngħidlek aħna mill-labna s'issa rbaħna l-lob kollha barra 2 u waħda draw. L-iktar logħba diffiċli naħseb kien id-draw ma' Bormla. Fejn anke personalment sejt li stajna konna ftit aħjar forsi irrispettajnihom xi ftit żejda, però ħadna punt fl-aħħar sejna ħabbaħna wkoll għax kellna ċans ma' goal il-proġib sejf tajjeb igor stajna tlifna, però bid-draw naħseb kif ġiru żgħat konna kuntenti. Il-lob ieħor il-lob li rbaħna kollha kuna tajjeb ġifieri, ħadna l-logħba mill-ewwel fidejna, l-ewwel ġiex tefit li kellna mal-Fgura u ma' Birżabuġa. Ma' Fgura naħseb kuna daqsxejn sfortunati li tlifna b'deċiżjoni daqsxejn diskutibli tar-referi, però da affarijiet li jiġru fil-futbol ma nixu waħal fir-referi, da affarijiet normali, daqqa favrik daqqa kontrik. U ma' Birżabuġa wkoll ma kunux daqshekk ħażin, però stajna dawk il-punti li tlifna ma' Fgura u Birżabuġa kieku ħadnihom dawk qegħdin jiċċellenġaw magħna, kieku forsi qegħdin l-ewwel però ma żaxxejt għax kieku forsi rbaħna dawk tlifna ta' wara ġifieri. Overall imma kellna bidu pożittiv u kuntenti nisposi hekk.
Mit-timijiet li hemm issa. Milli rajt s'issa ovvjament għadu kmieni għad jonqos lob, min huma tara t-timijiet li se jisfidaw il-promozzjoni?
Ovvjament magħna nemmen li jekk aħna nilabu il-futbol li nafu nilabu il-coach ridna nilabu, nemmen li aħna l-aħjar tim, però ovvjament s'issa klassifika mhux qed tgħidlek, hemm timijiet oħra magħna bħal Birżabuġa, Marsaxlok, Bormla, ml-imġar li qegħdin tajjeb ukoll ħafna. Jiġifieri hemm dawk 5-6 timijiet illi sal-aħħar ħanibqgħu naħseb niġġieldu għall-promotion.
Issa l-ħadd għandkom logħba ma' Santa Venera fil-ground tal-Luxol, logħba ma' tim li mhux ser daqstant tajjeb qiegħed min-naħa t'isfel tal-klassifika.
Ekku, kif għetlek jekk hemm 6 timiet qed niċċelenġew, però ma jfissirx li t-timiet l-oħra mhumiex ħajtik logħba anzi. Jista' jkunu logħob itqal milli jkun il-logħba ma ta' fuq, għax ma ta' fuq forsi tinsab dik il-ċertu ħeġġa aktar għax logħba diretta, però kif ġonna l-aħħar logħba li labna kontra ħalluqa, tawna forsi nżinna ftit relax, però daw it-timiet għalkemm qegħdin forsi lejn l-aħħar tal-klassifika ma jfissirx li mhumiex tajba. Kif qed ngħidlek, forsi t-timiet ta' fuq ġew l-affarijiet tajba, li forsi t-timiet tan-naħa t'isfel kienu sfortunati fil-lob tagħhom, jiġifieri da xorta ħajkun lob tqil daqs daqs il-lob ma ta' fuq. Kull logħba fiha storja u kulħadd ħajtik logħba. Rridu ninżlu mentalità li huwa tim li qed niċċelenġew miegħu Santa Venera.
Jekk jirnexxilkom tilpu l-promozzjoni, finalment, jitilgħu l-ewwel tnejn ma temm il-playoff, jekk tilpu l-promozzjoni, taħseb li dan it-tim huwa tajjeb biżżejjed biex jibqa' fl-ewwel diviżjoni, il-materjal huwa hemm?
Kif jgħidlek qabel, il-first huwa kif jgħidlek qabel il-first huwa livell superjuri mis-second, ovvjament. Però naħseb li għandna bażi tajba, ovvjament, jekk titla' diviżjoni tissaħħaħ b'xi mod jew ieħor. Però il-bażi u l-istil ta' futbol li tagħna Vesko, Coach Vesko naħseb illi dis-sena jekk nitilgħu mhux ħanejlek insalvaw 100%, ma nagħtu challenge tajba biex is-sena dieħla bil-reforzi tajba, ovvjament kif qed li tirranġa, però għandna bażi tajba biex fil-first nagħtu challenge tajba biex insalvaw is-sena dieħla.
Kif għedna inti wieħed mill-veterani, l-aħħar domanda, ix-xewqa tiegħek ovvjament għat-tim tar-Rabat. Ix-xewqa ovvjament hija li titla' first. Però barra li titla' first, hemm xi xewqa oħra li tixtieq tasal għalija, xi tragward li tixtieq tasal għalih ma' tim tar-Rabat.
Efhem il-tragward personali nista' ngħid il-ħaqtu għax meta kont żejr kulħadd joħlom jilgħab jew man-nazzjonali jew jilgħab Premier forsi jirbaħx lik. Però għalkemm ma wlaċ man-nazzjonal u ma rbaħx lik, però il-ħolma tiegħi nilgħab mat-tim ta' tfejn twelid fil-Premier u kont ukoll captain tiegħu naħseb. Bħala personali ħaqt it-tir tiegħi, però issa għad il-plejer tagħhom u t-tir tiegħi flimkien ma' sħabi li nerġgħu nitellgħu ir-Rabat fejn jixraqlu pass dis-sena din tajjeb biex nitraw first u għal fejn forsi fil-futur qarib nerġgħu nitilgħu naraw ir-Rabat fil-Premier.
Din Falzon nirringrazzjak.
Grazzi lilkom.